All right, hi everybody. I want to welcome you to this new series that I am starting called 5 Minute Lesson of the Month. What that means is the first Monday of every month, I will be coming on here talking about whatever comment, whatever topic my viewers want me to talk about. So, whether it's gigging etiquette, whether it is some practice tips on various instruments, bass, keys, drums, we can talk about rudiments, we can talk about mixing tips, we can talk about things to do in the studio, how you mic things up. Talk about some theory, whatever it is. I just ask my viewers comment whatever topic they want me to go over, and I will come over here for 5 minutes and just talk to you about kind of my thought process or my approach on the matter, and hopefully give you some knowledge, hope take you to that next level in whatever area it is that you operate in, whether it is on the studio side as an engineer, whether you're a musician, whether you're both, whether you're a performer, somebody out in the professional arena of music. Okay, so today, of course, with the introduction, it's gonna be a little longer, but like I said, I'll be here 5 minutes. Okay, so let's dive right in. For this first segment, a viewer, follower wanted me to talk about gigging etiquette. Okay, very important. A lot of times, as singers, whether you're a choir member, you sing background, whether you're a musician, whatever you are, a sound man, we just want to show up. You know, do the gig, get paid, or do whatever we came to do and leave. We don't care about how we look. We don't care about when we show up. We don't really care about a whole bunch. You know, either you don't care, you're not thinking about it. But gigging etiquette is super, super, super important. Okay, so I just want to talk to you about 5 things that could really make you stand out as somebody working in this professional field, stand out as a singer, stand out as a musician, stand out as a professional. Okay, 5 things. So I'm going to talk to you about punctuality, your dress and your attire. I want to talk to you about your equipment and setup, your preparation, and I'm going to talk to you about just your personality and being approachable. Okay? So, topic number one, your punctuality. Personally, I like to be completely set up no matter what I'm playing. If it's bass, if it's drums, if it's keys, whatever, I like to be completely set up at least 30 minutes before either the show starts or the doors open. Okay, completely set up. I don't want people coming in while I'm still, you know, hooking in cables or set up a cymbal or doing whatever, testing, doing a sound check. I want to be completely set up by at least 30 minutes before the show starts or the doors open. Simply because when you go to a concert, if you go see Beyonce, if you go see Fred Hammond, if you go see Isley Brothers, whatever you do, you know, you're walking in, they're not sound checking, they're not, you know, you don't see the guitar player on stage tuning, you don't see any of that. You see the stage completely set, lights in place, everything ready to go. Okay, so in your professional world, you want to plan ahead for your gig and make sure that you are in place, completely set up. At least 30 minutes before the doors open or the show starts. Okay. Next is your dress and attire. Okay, very important. How you look. Okay, so whatever the gig attire calls for, whether it's casual, whether it's in between, whether it's formal, if you're doing like a jazz or like a classical event, like a concert band or whatever you're doing, choir, things like that. The gigs, different gigs call for different attire, but I feel like some important staples to have as a musician, singer, whatever. Number one is all black. I don't care if you're a sound man. I don't care if you work security, if you're a roadie, if you're a singer, if you're a bass player, flautist, whatever. All black is just like standard. So all black formal attire, men having the suit, you know, slacks, dress slacks, suit coat, black button down, black tie. You know, at least have that black dress shoes, black socks. Please, black socks. Things like that. Have it also in the casual. So jeans, you know, either a black T-shirt, solid color black T-shirt, solid black button down, whatever it is, some black sneakers, whatever you do, having all black is very important. Ladies, black dress, black skirt, you know, some black jeans or a nice black blouse, some heels, some flats, just staple. Okay. Also want to have some blue jeans, some khakis, black jeans, as I said. You can have some different color sneakers, some white, some blue, some red, things like that. Solid colored tees like this, or solid colored button downs. Sometimes you can do like a little design if you have like a collar shirt or like some plaid every now and then, but want to be big on the solid colors, okay? And just make sure what you're wearing fits the gig. You want to dress appropriate. You want to make sure everything is not a whole lot of wrinkles, no awkward rips or tears. I know sometimes it calls for like the distressed jean thing that's big now and all of that, but no awkward holes, no nothing, exposing too much body or anything like that. Okay. Next is your equipment and your setup. It's hugely important, especially for us musicians. Okay. Usually on gigs, we want to have the big stuff. We want to do what's comfortable for us. We want to, have, I want two basses on this gig, and I want, my 7-piece kit and my 12 cymbals, and I'm gonna bring, two 88 keyboards, and I'm gonna set it up. So, some gigs that works for not every gig. If you're playing like a huge stage, you also want to make sure that you have the equipment that fits the stage. If you have a huge stage, even if that's not how you play, just to help it look, big, that might not be the gig for the kick, snare, and hi hat. Sometimes that might be the gig where you get to bring the big kit. If you're playing a small, like little club gig or a little, bar gig, that's probably not the gig for the 7-piece kit and the 12 cymbals. That's not the gig for, the 810 rack cabinet or whatever. You might want to bring, some 410s or a nice little combo amp or something like that, and one bass. Keyboard players, maybe bring your 61 key keyboard out, or a nice little MIDI setup or something like that. That's a little more compact, so that everybody has enough space on the stage. Nobody's really claustrophobic or really touching elbows in order to do the gig because of all the space. You want to make sure that you have the right gig. It's not taking up too much space, and that you can successfully execute the gig. Okay. Next thing is your preparation. Please, please, please take the time to prepare for your gig. Singers go over lyrics, go over melodies. Horn players go over your horn lines. Keys players know the chords, know what key everything is in. Bass players learn the grooves. Sometimes things are super similar. Sometimes things are identical. But know the grooves, know the tempos, know what things feel like, know where the hits are, learn the details, okay? Take the time to learn the music. For those of you who are in charge, your MDs, your praise and worship leaders, try to send out the music at least 5 days in advance, at least. Sometimes a week is beautiful, 2 weeks is excellent, but at least 5 days, so that we have enough time to kind of listen to it, get ingrained, and do what you need to do. Even if it's last minute, you need to take some notes. Keys players, guitar players, you need to write down some changes or do whatever. Do it. You want to do what you need to do to make sure that the gig is successful. Okay. Lastly, be personable, be approachable. A lot of times, like I said at the beginning of the video, you want to show up, do the gig, pack up, and go. After the gig, give your bandmates and give your other performers a nice handshake. Nice playing with you, good seeing you. Show up enough time to, hey, how you doing? Talk to your sound man. Be nice to your sound man. I cannot stress that enough. A lot of times, sound people get treated like trash, and why does my mic sound like this, and what's going on? Please be nice to your sound man. Just do it. Just do it. If you have fans, you've had people that want to come up and shake your hand. I enjoyed your playing. I enjoyed you. Good seeing you. Whatever, do it. Show a smile, shake a hand, do all that. One last tip, it's not in my notes, but business cards. You'll be surprised. It might seem a little old-fashioned to some, but you'd be surprised what having business cards on hand will do for you as a working musician, okay? All of these things will help elevate you in the professional world. It'll help you stand out. It'll help get you called back, which helps get you more money. If you're trying to become mainstream, it can definitely give you a good reputation when people, have you heard of so-and-so such and such? Yeah, I saw him on this gig. Really nice, really cool dude, really laid back, plays well, showed up on time, all of that. Like, those are good reviews to have, okay? So like I said, I'll be back next month. If you like this, please like it, please share it. If it's something you want me to talk about, please comment below, and I will be sure to get to it, all right? See you guys next month.